Hi, fifth graders. Okay, we're going to try some drawing this week. We're going to be talking about a favorite artist of mine named Keith Haring. And Keith Haring started out in the New York City subway system drawing on walls down there, which that's illegal. But because his drawings got so popular, then he eventually started doing this on legal means. So he would be painting on canvases and got hired to do work. But he has a very distinctive style. Now, I'll talk more about Keith Haring's style later. But to do this Keith Haring project, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make it look like we're creating a long room. So what I want you to do first is we're going to put what we call a vanishing point right here in the middle of our paper. You don't have to measure for the middle, just eyeball it. All right, and then we're going to very lightly connect lines with a straight edge of some kind. It doesn't have to be a ruler. It could be a folder. It could be a stiff piece of paper, anything that's got a straight edge. And we're going to very lightly connect lines from the corners of our paper to our dot. All four corners we're going to do this with. You want to do this lightly because we're going to be erasing part of this line eventually. So there's my four corners. There's my dot. The next thing I want to do is create a rectangle here in the middle. Again, I want to use my ruler for this. So I'm going to start by going and making a vertical line there. Then I'm going to make sure my ruler is straight. Now I'm going to create my next line. One more. And then hopefully, if I've done this well, those will be close to each other when I go to connect the top of it. It's pretty close. I know it's not going to be perfect, guys. Just do the best you can. Now we're going to erase the lines, but not the dot, from inside our rectangle. We want to leave the dot there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start making our floor. So what I want you to do now is, again, use your dot, but this time we're not going to draw anything inside the rectangle. We're only going to draw outside the rectangle. So again, I used my ruler, used my dot, and made these two diagonal lines. Now, I want to make this look like tile on a floor. So I'm going to start close to it, and every time I make a line, I'm going to put a little bit more space in between to make it look like that floor is getting closer to me. And there's our flooring. Now we're going to do the same thing up here on the ceiling. We're going to start with our dot and our vanishing, or in our ruler. We're going to draw lines. Again, we don't draw anything in here. So I line up my ruler on my dot, start my pencil out here, draw to the edge of the paper. I'm going to do the same thing that I did down here on the floor. I'm going to start close to my rectangle. And every time I draw a line, I'm going to put more space in between them to make it look like it's getting closer to me. Now I've got a floor and I've got a ceiling. And that's all the farther we're going to go on this today. So you're going to draw this up just like you did, or draw along with me. And then hold on to this because we're going to be adding more to it next time. Hope everybody is safe. Hope everybody is well. And stay tuned for next week.